Hello guys and welcome to a new video of Honkai Star Rail. So this is actually going to, I'm going to try to be very quick as possible in this video because we actually got a new version which I think is 2.7. I don't even remember what was the new patch. I think it was 2 point something, but yeah, we got a new patch here. Now in this new patch we actually got something cool. I think I don't have it over here anymore because I already reclaimed it, but I'm going to tell you what is going on here. So, in this new version, we absolutely got a new gift. Not the 600 Stellar Jades that we used to get, but we are getting the free 5-star characters on this specific banner. So I'm actually going to go ahead and tell about which character you should want here. So yes, all of the characters that you see here, you can get one for free. I already reclaimed mine. I'll tell you which one it is, but each one of the characters, I'll go ahead and talk about each one of them so I can tell you which one is absolutely cool and which one you should not get. This is just my honest opinion. Of course, I'm not telling you, hey, go ahead and pull for this one. I'm telling you to pull. No, this is just pure opinion. I'm not gonna bash any kind of characters. This is just based on meta as well. Or if you want to pull for the character that you like. So let's start. So I'm gonna start with Himeko. So Himeko, back in the days, Himeko was trash. I'm gonna admit it. I think that nobody wanted Himeko until the break meta started to reappear. Himeko has been more relevant, and either so in pure fiction they use her a lot because in pure fiction you need to defeat a lot of enemies, follow-up attacks and all that kind of stuff, and Himeko is the perfect person to absolutely do this. Yes guys, Himeko is actually the perfect person to absolutely do this. You actually have those kind of situations where um, you're gonna be using her on pure fiction. This is just the pure fiction fact that you absolutely need to pull for her. If you don't, no worries. Like again, she is a very good character. I think that their best stopper it's at um, I think it's under. No, I think it doesn't have any stopper. I think that you do need to go directly from E6, which is Elodon 6. But again, if you actually want to pull for Himeko, because well, Himeko does have an amazing proportionate body, but other than that, she is very helpful in pure fiction. If you don't have her, go ahead and do it. It's pretty much simple. Himeko is absolutely good in pure fiction. So if you don't have her, go ahead. It's very cool. And even so in the break meta. And if you also have the perfect characters, I think if you have like Herda, or if you have what was that other character? Jade. Those are absolutely very good characters for her, and I think that the new character that we have in this version, which is Fuwe, I think that she will be a very good addition on your team, as far as I know. Let's talk with Welt. So Welt is very a good character as well. He's not meta character or anything like that, but he is absolutely very amazing character back in the days. Unfortunately, he did overall as he's not very cool as he was previously. Now, what he does is that he does a lot, but a lot of debuffs. He debuffs a lot. I can tell you that. He is a very good character, and lore-wise, he is a goat because either wise that he is the hero from the Astral Express crew, he is also from the same universe as Honkai Impact Third, as far as I heard. But other than that, what he does is that pretty much again he debuffs, he slow enemies, and also his ultimate will also slow them down. They actually slow all the characters down, and then you have opportunities to still continue with your turn. He is a stopper, but there are bosses that you won't be able to do that. That's the problem. So in other words, it's actually kind of hard to do this kind of stuff for Welt. And even so in the meta that we actually have that is more reliable and advance forward, then no, I think it's not very cool as a meta character, but he's absolutely fun. For my end, I think that he is a cool character, but if you are looking for a meta wise, no. And the stopper for the Eidolons, I think it will be his E1. The E1 is absolutely very cool for him. I think that the rest of them are not kind of like cool. Even the E6 is kind of like bad. So if you just want him to just have fun, or if you need imaginary damage, then yeah, he can help you out. But there are better characters than him. So unfortunately, if you're looking for a meta character, no, he's not cool. But he is absolutely a very amazing character in lore perspective. Now, spoil alert. Yes, I actually pulled for E1 Bronya. Bronya is absolutely a must pull character if you don't have Bronya. Bronya, in my end, what she does is just pure support. She's not a DPS. She is just an amazing support, and I can tell you overall that her E1 is her stopper. That's why I ended up pulling for her E1. I already have her already, but when I tested her, she is absolutely amazing. She is the best support for your carries. So what she does is that she advances forward one of your characters. She will debuff any kind of debuffs that the character have. In Overrise, she increases the attack and critical damage of the character, and her ultimate also increases the speed or advance forward and provides damage and more critical damage buffs. Again, this is a must pull character, and if you have the chance to absolutely, like, I don't know, increase her or pretty much go straight forward, like she is like a kind of a Robin but only for one person. But again, this character is absolutely amazing. If you don't have her, again, you must pull for Bronya. And if you don't have her, or well, I'm sorry, if you already have her, then her E1 is her best stopper. Of course, the other E4 and E6, well, I think that uh, it will increase more damage of your DPS. Don't get me wrong, if you have E5 and you're looking for E6 Bronya, again, it's pretty much amazing. I can tell for a fact that if you don't have Bronya, pull for her right now. This is a must character that you should pull if you don't have her on your account. If you already have the E1, okay, you have more options. If you don't have the E1, then go ahead and pull for it. I was missing the E1, and that's the reason that I pulled for Bronya E1, because I have her on E0. So again, I won't say it again. Pretty much pull for her if you don't have her. Gepard. I do have a special let's say bond between Gepard, because I can say whatsoever, Gepard is kind of a cool character. He did got kind of power creep with Aventurine, which Aventurine, if you already have him, I'll just be straight, don't even pull for Gepard, because in Gepard what he does is that he is a tank. He is absolutely a tank, which in this case all that he does is to receive damage, and also he can freeze characters. He can absolutely freeze them and slow them down. That is the cool from Gepard that Aventurine doesn't have. But again, the biggest power creep from Gepard is his ultimate. The ultimate, what it does is that it will provide you shield based on your base HP, something that Aventurine can just simply do with this skill. So that's the reason that Gepard is kind of like abandoned a bit. But again, just because Aventurine power creep his shield with the skill versus ultimate doesn't mean that Gepard isn't bad. Again, he's a tank. Unfortunately, we got Fu Xuan, which I think it was a support quantum character that does much better than Gepard. So that's another thing that Gepard is kind of far behind. I'm not saying that Gepard is bad. He's absolutely amazing. I have him on E3, which the E1 is absolutely amazing, which in this case is E1 is that you can absolutely freeze your characters. It's amazing. But for elite characters or boss characters, they do have like a 30% of effect resistance, so that is the kind of the downgrade of Gepard when he's on E1. I think that the best stopper for him is E4, because in E4 it will increases all of your effects of all of your characters by a 20%, and that is absolutely amazing for him. The only thing that I don't like is just his passive, because his passive is that if he gets defeated, he has the power to, revive himself, which is absolutely great for him. But again, something like Fuswan or Venturing can cover it up. Unfortunately for Gepard, what he does is that he tanks a lot of damage and he can freeze his characters, enemies. But again, I think that if you already have a Venturing, don't even pull for Gepard. If you do have a special situation for Gepard here, then yeah, I can say that it's very worth to pull, very worth to raise. Unfortunately, he did carry me at the beginnings of Honkai Star Rail. But other than that, I think that I don't have anything else to say. I think that Gepard, if you already have a Venturing or Force One, you can just forget about Gepard. He doesn't worth your free pull. So just to give you a heads up. Clara. Unfortunately for Clara, I can just say it. The DPS here, besides of Himeko, are just outdated. So Clara, what she does is very simple. You do damage, and if they attack you, they will just counter it. That's how it is. That is what Clara does. You get attacked, you attack them back because of the robot Zavarok. I think that her only stopper will be E1, which I do have. The E1 removes the mechanic of her skill interfering with the mark of counter, which it's pretty much cool. But other than that, I already have her E1, and I don't use her. I'll be honest, I don't even use her. There are better DPS characters out there, such as, I don't know, Firefly or Sharon, Fake Xiao, March 4th, on her imaginary state. Like Clara is not a very good character whatsoever. But the only good thing here is that if you get attacked, because it does exactly the same as Gepard, if you get attacked a lot, they will just counter them, and she resists a lot of damage. That's what I like about her. She is a very tenacity character. The only problem is that she is not very useful anymore. There are better DPSs out there that it's better to, instead of counter it or just normal attacks, you can just do more powerful skill. Like again, the powerful DPS, even Jingliu is much better than Clara, but other than that, again, Clara is not worth of your of the free pull, unless if you don't have her. Of course, you can just simply pull her, but again, it's not a character that you should waste on your free pull. So I can just say it straightforward. Clara, there's much better DPSs out there than Clara, so I can just forget about her. This is the only character that I will say, do not pull. Yanqing is the same character as Clara, but Yanqing is a bit worse. So all started with the situation that Jingliu appeared, Yanqing was bashed. Another character that does counter and more damage, which is a little girl that I don't even know who she is. I forgot her name, I'm sorry. He doesn't even worth your pull. Again, there's better DPSs out there. He does a lot of damage. I give him bad, but it's for singles. And even so, I think it's the worst character in the meta right now. So don't even pull for him. Jingliu does it much better. Or Sharon does something much better. Feixiao does much better. Even normal DPS can do much better than Yanqing. This is the worst character that I can tell you. Do not pull. Of course, if you don't have him, you can give it a try. But again, it doesn't worth your free pull. This one is the only character that I will say no, don't pull it. But again, this is just my opinion. If you think that you like it, that's cool. I don't think it doesn't have a stopper because it is a DPS whatsoever. But again, there's better DPSs out there that Yanqing is been power creep a lot. And even in the current meta, Yanqing, it doesn't worth it. Lastly, Bailu. Bailu, it's a very amazing healer. She is a healer, that's straight out. She does a lot of healing. um, she will cover you a lot in regards about healing. Um, and again, this character is just amazing. She heals a lot. I don't have to say anything besides of that. She heals a lot. She heals a lot. She just heals a lot. He heals a lot. Heals a lot. She's a healer lady. I don't have to say anything else. So I'll just stay straightforward with his abilities. Normal ability just heals everyone. RNG, except for the first person that you're actually healing. Ultimate heals you and increases your maximum HP. And her passive is that if somebody gets knocked out, she will do first aid and she will revive them. That's what she is all about. And I'm not gonna say that it's a bad character. For higher difficulty challenges that requires to revive your character, Bailu is a very amazing character. The only downside about Bailu is that she cannot cleanse debuffs. Imagine a healer, besides that she heals a lot, she also cleans your debuffs. That's just straight broken. That's broken. So, obviously, Hoyoverse say, you know what, we cannot do a healer that, besides that she heals a lot, we need to cleanse them. No, it will be, that will be the perfect healer in the meta, but I think that all of her Eladons are absolutely amazing. E1 is good, E4 is also good, E6 is absolutely amazing. The E6 is that she can revive one more time. You can do 2 revives, which is absolutely very broken on Bailu. If you, again, this is just for endgame content. If you have endgame content that all of your character gets defeated, which it happens because the meta and the endgame content is very hard right now. Bailu E6, it's very helpful. She can just revive quickly and she can just simply heal a lot. Again, the only downbreaker is that she cannot cleanse. But let's say that you have a Bronya and then you have a Bailu. Then Bronya can just cleanse out that situation, so it's not so bad Bailu. Again, there's better healers out there like Huohuo does heal and does cleans. Gallinger also does the same. If you have her E2, as far as I remember, I don't know if that was correct or not, but I don't actually remember about that. We have other, well, Perseverance characters such as Fu Swan and all those characters. I think that Abundance is kind of a lower meta right now, but again, Bailu and endgame content, she absolutely is amazing. And I think that if you want her, if you don't have her, then yeah, go ahead. If you're missing a healer, yes, go ahead. She is absolutely amazing. But other than that, if you already have better healers than Bailu, you can just forget it. But if you're looking to get that E6, if you have her E5, go for that E6. It will save your life in endgame content, specifically if your characters get defeated a lot of times. So that's all my opinion from all the characters. Again, these pulls are absolutely up to you. If you want to pull for Himeko for the pure fiction, that's fine. If you're looking to get for Welt because he's absolutely a badass and lord, that's cool. If you're looking for Bronya because this is a must pull, then I think I don't have to say anything. If you want Gepard because you need a tank, if you don't have an adventuring, go ahead. Gepard will save your life. Believe me, it's absolutely amazing. If you don't have a DPS, go for Clara. Specifically, don't pull for Yanqing, I'm begging you. And if you don't have a healer, Bailu will help you out a lot. So you only get one free pull. So again, if you're looking to get all those kind of characters, then go ahead. Believe me. I can just give you a quick overall of what I have. So I have her on E1, so I don't need her. I have him on E3. I was absolutely thinking to get him on E4, but I remembered that this is the one that I lose in all of my 50-50s. So I say, you know what, I'll just leave it there. I'm not gonna do anything. I don't have her E0, so again, if I have the chance to you know, Pity will actually say that, hey, you know what, let's go for Bailu, then that's cool. Again, Bronya E1 is absolutely amazing. That's why I actually had to pull for it. And I think I don't have Yanqing. And Welt, again, I think that I don't have any purposes for Welt. Again, just pull for the character that you like. If you don't like meta-wise, just pull for the character that you like, except for Yanqing. Unless if you have a kind of a, like, you know what, I have everything, I'll just pull for Yanqing. But that's my opinion, guys. Again, this is available until 175 days, so you have a lot of thinking to say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna pull for this, I'm gonna pull for that. You have a lot of time, which I guess it's around um, 5, 6 months, more or less. Yeah, 6 months. I could say it could be 6 months, so you have half of a year to decide which one that you want to pull. And I saw the thing that it says, hey, you have 175 days to pull, so you have your time. So that's all, guys. I just wanted to give you that heads up. The next pull that we're going to be doing here, I'm not going to pull for Sunday. Sunday requires a lot of like summons, and I don't have any summon characters. Jingwan, Topaz, and Lingshu, that the character that looks like that has the same abilities as Galancher, but 20% better. But yes, those are summon characters, so I'm not gonna be pulling for Sunday. I'm gonna be pulling for Fugwe, which it will be available until the 24th or the 25th of December. No, 24th of December, I think. That is where Fugwe is gonna be available. So that's all, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Again, this is just an opinion. So if you're looking to pull for whatever character they want, then go ahead. That's all. May your hearts be your guiding key. I'll see you guys until tomorrow. I think that tomorrow we're gonna have a new update for Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, so I expect to create a video about that. So see you guys later. Again, good luck for any kind of pulls that you're gonna do for Sunday, and choose wisely for the character that you're looking for. Well, see you guys later, and enjoy the new version. Peace, guys.